red for our fallen firefighters, white for the fallen emergency medical technicians and paramedics, and yellow for all the victims who had no idea what was coming that day. Thank you for coming out. Thank you. Everyone's invited upstairs. We've got coffee and donuts, light refreshments. Please stick around and avail yourself for the hospitality. We'd love to have you upstairs. The Charlie Museum is open regular hours, starting in the springtime, Mother's Day, every weekend through the fall. Please come out, and again, you can come and see the Path car at any time from the parking lot if you just want to come out and see it. Thank you, everybody.
We're on. Rolling? Okay. We're here today at the Trolley Museum, downtown Kingston, on the Strand, welcoming a new baby to the collection. It's the last train from the World Trade Center. It's very unfortunate indeed that it takes a tragedy like that to bring us together for something like this. But ultimately, that seems to be the way of the world, and sometimes it's a good thing. So it renews our interest. It renews our feelings about the day, and we shouldn't lose those feelings. I'm sure everybody has very strong feelings indeed. There's a lot of stories. I heard a lot of stories here today about both the car and people who were down there that day. Sad stories, but uplifting at the same time. It's really good to be down here. I think this is going to be a big hit down there. Hopefully, it's going to bring a lot of people down to the museum. It's a really nice addition to downtown here. They've done a lot of work down here, and I think the car is going to really be a fantastic addition. Hopefully, it's going to bring some more people down here. That's getting to be Kingston's claim to fame, is bringing people in for tourist attractions. The World Trade Center, I'm sure it certainly had an impact on everybody. I do have my own little story about it. My father grew up down here. I grew up just a couple blocks from here, and he worked for Hudson Cement, and he made 2 deliveries a day down to New York City from East Kingston to deliver cement to the World Trade Center. So, he really felt a part of that. Unfortunately, or maybe it's fortunate he passed away a year before that happened. So I'm sure he would have been very upset because he considered the World Trade Center his baby, because he was a big part of it. And as an American, we all felt that was a big part of our life, our history. I'm sure a lot of us have been down there to see it before this all happened. The new building being beautiful, but that was such, in my mind, it's the Trade Center was just such a part of that skyline. It's tough to replace it with something new, but it is new, and we will survive that. And, we've survived a lot of things in this country. It just serves to make us strong.
The World Trade Center that morning is September 11th, 2001. Everyone was able to escape to safety on a different train. This car was part of the train that was abandoned there, and it was the last train. The buildings came down and the other cars in the train were destroyed, but somehow, by some chance, this car actually survived the collapse of the buildings in relatively intact condition. And it's a wonderful gift to the Port Authority in New York and New Jersey, to the Trolley Museum in New York, that we were able to bring this car here today.
All right, can you tell me a little bit about where it's going to actually set and what's the use of?
Today it came, and what we're hoping to do is be able to have funding and a design in place that we can break ground on September 11th, 2016, just west of our current building, where we hope to add in a switchback from the current track that used to be there at one time about 100 years ago. We can just relay the track and then build the building around it, and it'll be the added on wing to the current building. We call it the 9/11 wing of the Trolley Museum in New York.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, man.